So you just got the brand new Pocket 4 and I have some good news for you. This is the Pocket 3, but TELESIN sent me some accessories that are compatible with both Pocket 3 and Pocket 4. If you're still using the Pocket 3 just like me, you can still use these accessories, so make sure you watch till the end of this video. Disclaimer, all of the products here are sent to me for a review and no money is exchanged. Everything about it here is my own mistake. First, we're gonna start with the battery handle. You plug it in like this to charge your device. This one comes with a cover to protect the USB-C. By pressing this button, you can check how much battery is left on the handle. Aside from charging your device, this handle also makes it more comfortable to hold. I don't know why, but the Creator Combo for Pocket 4 does not come included with the battery handle. You have to purchase it separately, which is so troublesome, but I strongly recommend the TELESIN version. There is a USB-C port behind to charge the handle, and a 1/4 screw thread to attach other accessories like this tripod feet. The DJI battery handle only comes with around 1000 mAh of battery, but the TELESIN version, at not even twice the size, has 5 times the battery capacity. This is absolutely insane. Just a side note, for the DJI handle, you only press a button to remove it, but for the TELESIN handle, you have to press the side hooks to remove it. Also, I should mention that this thing charges your phone as well. That could be a lifesaver. Next, we have the Dual Mini Fill Light set from TELESIN. You know, the most obvious upgrade for Pocket 4 is the fill light. DJI only gives you one, but TELESIN has two. To attach the lights, you need to install this adapter at this position after turning the camera head. The lights are attached magnetically, and to be honest, it's pretty damn strong. There are 3 color temperatures and 3 brightness levels for you to adjust. I love that these lights have their own batteries and you can charge them separately, so you don't need to use the battery from the device. One thing I would suggest TELESIN to improve is the design of the adapter. It may get loose and we need a better way to secure it. So there's the famous picture hopper behind me, but now you can't even see my face. So I'm gonna turn on the lights. One light, then the other one. So now both lights are on and you can see that the lights are really soft. And I just look so much better with the picture hopper. One detail I like about this design is that they leave some cutouts for the microphones. Next, I'm gonna show you a bunch of filters from TELESIN and I'm gonna explain when and why you should use them. This is the Variable Neutral Density filter, or simply we call it VND. After setting the exposure manually, you can rotate the filter to adjust how much light you want to allow to enter. It's basically like a pair of adjustable sunglasses, but for your camera. The main reason I will use this during daytime is to get a natural motion blur. After setting the shutter speed to double the frame rate, the motion looks much more natural. Also, these filters from TELESIN are so thin, it won't interfere with the closing motion of Pocket 3 and 4. For comparison, this is the anti-filter from DJI, and you can see that the camera head has to turn around when the power is turned off. It is not thin enough. Next up, we have the Circular Polarizing Filter, or simply CPL. You can adjust the filter to reduce reflections and eliminate glare. I want you to look at the sky and the trees. After applying the CPL filter, the colors look more saturated. Because the reflections are reduced by physics, this effect is almost impossible to be done in post-processing. Then we have the 1/4 black mist filter. So this filter basically softens the highlights, it makes the lights bloom to create that dreamy cinematic look. I think 1/4 is the perfect sweet spot for black mist. The lightings from this tiny stall look so beautiful using the filter, and I love that a bicycle just casually passed by, which makes the whole thing more cinematic. Next, we have the 6-point star filter. There are fine lines on the filter to make highlights into shining star patterns. I like to use this at night when the background is dark. To be honest, I don't use this filter as often, but it gives off that magical vibe. The last filter we have is the light pollution filter. It basically blocks the artificial city lights, which are orange or yellow, to make the night skies appear darker. Also, using the filter, your video would have a magenta tint. You wouldn't need it if you do astrophotography. The final accessory I have is the wide-angle lens from TELESIN. It has almost the same dimensions as the DJI version, but the TELESIN version can see a tiny bit wider at 0.72 as opposed to 0.75. With the wide-angle lens, you can transform the original 20mm focal length into a 15mm using the DJI wide-angle lens. But as I mentioned, the TELESIN version is a bit wider, so I will assume it's kind of like 14mm. I do notice that the DJI wide-angle lens is slightly sharper at the edges, so unless you want a wider view, I would suggest going for the DJI version. If you're wondering, all of the TELESIN filters and wide-angle lens can be fit inside the protective case from DJI for Pocket 3. I really hope that you find this video helpful. You can use my code Dixon to get 15% off TELESIN products from the official store, link in the description below. Once again, thank you TELESIN for sending me these amazing products for review. Do subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Bye!